Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? This is Raf, tecnica.antica.com. And today we are going to talk about Squillo and a light bulb. It's like, what's the relationship between a light bulb and Squillo? All right, so let's go back in time. I remember that when I studied under Adrian Thompson at the Guildhall, he used to tell me that the voice or the vibration of the voice was kind of a vibration, right, surrounded by a very big space. And he always talked about this space. Then I remember that McCray really did not refer to space. He referred to an open pharynx, and we did all these exercises to basically open the pharynx and accommodate the harmonics. But he never talked about space. Now, for me, the best way to illustrate Squillo is, with a light bulb. I know this is a modern one, with the LED lights and stuff, but I don't have any other one at hand. But if you think of Squillo as basically those filaments inside, and then the space that surrounds, this is like the bulb actually, as the space in which you have to accommodate those harmonics that emanate from that filament, that's Squillo. That's where you want your voice to grow and develop. And this doesn't go only, or does not apply only to covered sounds. That is where we usually get that sort of Squillo, manifested, but also to open sounds. And that's why maybe in previous videos I sort of said that analogy about screaming backwards. What I tell my students is that the voice obviously travels, to my mind, right? Travels backwards. And this is where your, pharyngeal space is all open, including the soft palate. And so this light bulb has to be on and emanating this light. So this space must be open, right? And as soon as you ascend and you cover, right, this light bulb is going to go a bit like this. This is going to be the sensation in which you isolate these filaments and this space is still open, right? So if I were to do an open sound, let's say, a tenor, a middle C for a tenor is not really that much, but okay, let's say I go from A flat, and I would just direct, I would use this light bulb analogy and I go, la, See, I'm directing my voice backwards to really open that pharynx. That is going to be a fuller sound. It is open, obviously, it's not extremely dark, and it varies from voice to voice, but it keeps that sort of, open throat sensation. The larynx is low, the pharynx is open, and then we get this round, again. I could even take it to an F. It's this light bulb, and that's an open F. Now this is when I would start switching sensations with this light bulb analogy. When we cover the sound, open cover or full cover, which I do recommend you to keep it open cover at all times, because otherwise the sound might be a bit muffed up, muffled, if you know what I mean, and you would lose resonance, right? So if I'm talking about an F sharp, see, that filament is vibrating fully, but this is open. And I'm not talking about vowels. I'm not talking, you have to keep an ah or, or an aw or an oo. The oo is going to give you the basis for your larynx to be low and isolate this mechanism the best. If I go to an A flat, see that? I feel it. It's like that filament is vibrating, and this light bulb, this is wide open, okay? Now, I would say that those are the sensations that I get backwards, downwards because of apoggio, and then isolating this thing. Now, please do not get confused with gripping or squeezing or narrowing. There's nothing narrow about this. Even if you want this filament to vibrate, that does not mean narrow. Now, for me, the basically most representative note in the tenor voice for this would be B flat, because it's extremely vertical. All right, so that's when you're gonna feel tons of that, woo going on. The more you feel that, and the less muscular you feel about it, the better. Okay, but always keep that space. Now, something happens around B natural, and not for all voices, but most of them, in which, again, and I've said it in previous videos, you have to reopen that space. So you accommodate the harmonics of either a B natural, C, and so forth, so on and so forth. Okay. So the thing is that if I go, this typical jump, F sharp, B natural, right? I would direct the sound backwards and open it inside that that cover, which is that filament. All right, so I would just stretch that, cover sound. There's no that would be open. You can do it as well, but I think the maneuver might be a bit harder. And then you just stretch and open back. So then you get the best of both worlds. All right, you're following that filament and then boom, open in the back. All right, that's basically my analogy of the light bulb and Squillo and how to apply it to your daily vocal practice. And yeah, somebody would come here, and say that you can do it with your tongue out and all that, but yeah, that's for another video. Anyway, that's all for today. I'm trying not to make very long videos. If you have any questions, ask me. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. If you don't like it, please don't watch it. Just cover your ears, cover your eyes, right? And if you need any help, you know where to find me. All right, have fun. Oh, by the way, I'm seeing Ramon Vargas tomorrow, La Boheme. That's gonna be one special thing. All right, bye-bye, take care.